Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Is it possible, is it really possible for XRP to hit $10 or $15, $20, $35? Is that possible? Or are we just a bunch of dreamers who are missing the mark here? Well, that's a question that was posed by an XRP community member, and I thought I'd share with you some comments from the XRP community and share my thoughts along the way. And spoiler alert, yes, I do think that is possible. Now, I've never made an XRP price prediction, and I never will, because it would be a bit disingenuous. I don't know exactly what XRP is going to be worth if you fast forward a decade or two or three or anything like that. But I do believe that as long as it's useful, as I say many times on this channel, as long as it's useful in solving real problems for real people, it'll be here in perpetuity. And there's a real opportunity for that. It's leading the pack as far as that goes. There's over 18,000 cryptocurrencies in existence. XRP is one of the only that actually solves real problems for real people. That's a really good sign, even with this nascent asset class here. So in terms of what XRP would be worth in the future, though, I'll just tell you this here before we even dig into some of the comments from others in the community. It's, as far as can XRP hit those levels, unquestionably yes. Doesn't mean it will, but could it possibly happen? Yes. There's way more money on the planet than would be necessary to push XRP price up that high. And I'm telling you, when markets are hot and bidding wars begin on cryptocurrency exchanges the world over, price jumps up very, very quickly. If there's that much demand, yes, it happens insanely quickly. And you don't need much money flowing in to get people bidding up a price astronomically, which is what we saw several years ago, early, beginning part of June 2018, when XRP went in a matter of 2.5 weeks from about 20 cents to almost $4. Now, here's the amazing thing. Think about that. Almost $4. And that was with only, I think when the run started, there were under 700,000 XRP accounts in existence, and in 2.5 weeks, it jumped up to about 1 million. So there's almost no humans on the planet that were even participating, and barely any money flowed in, and he went from 20-something cents to almost $4. Is there enough money for it to go to $10 or $35? Is there enough money on the planet for it to get bid up that high? You better believe it. Unquestionably, the answer is yes. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but can we see those types of price levels? I'm very optimistic. You know, I'd be surprised if there's never another run on XRP ever again, and the best that we would ever see from XRP came on January 4th, 2018, which was the all-time high of XRP near $4. If that's the best, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked. The whole market's moving in tandem, and you just wait, but I think it's going to be worth way, way, way more in the future. But before going any further, I want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this, XRP's at 79 cents, but you know, just 2 years ago, I saw XRP down at right at 11 cents. 11 cents. And I think on at least one exchange, it even got down to 10 cents, if memory serves. That's think about that. We're 8-fold higher from that. That's already incredible. So like some people get depressed and like, oh, why isn't XRP moving? I'm like, well, we've definitely seen worse, and XRP is provably moving along with the market. And yeah, I think it's at a suppressed price point because of the SEC legal action against Ripple. But still, things could be worse. If you take out Tether and USDC, take out those stable coins, XRP's number 4 in market cap. And I think it's silly that we track USDT and USDC because they're always worth the same price. Think about it. Why do people go to these price index sites like Live CoinWatch and CoinMarketCap? Why do they go there? To see the price movement. Well, guess what never happens with Tether and USDC? Price never moves. So why are we even tracking these coins when they're always worth the same amount? I say we should just throw them off this damn list as a default. Because realistically, XRP is number 4 in market cap. It is. You got Binance Coin and Ethereum ahead as the altcoins, and then Bitcoin leading the pack, and that's it. That's astonishing. And if you think that it's not going to rocket up in the future, I respectfully disagree with you, sir or madam. But here is the question from XRP community member Red, who is at FriedKale21, all up on the Twitters. And he tweeted out, do you honestly believe $10 to $35 per XRP is possible? Well, you already know my answer. Unquestionably, yes. And I'm going to talk a little bit more in just a second about what the timeline might be for those. Just my humble opinion. I just think it's always a fun conversation to talk about this stuff. And by the way, if you guys have a perspective you'd like to share on if this is achievable and what the timeline might look like, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to share my thoughts here. But attorney Jeremy Hogan actually responded to that, and he wrote the following: $10 to $35 per XRP is absolutely possible, or much higher. The question is not whether XRP can reach X dollar amount, but what the dollar will be worth at that time. Yeah, exactly. So this is something that I've said from time to time, because there are some people in the community where I just respectfully disagree. They're like, XRP is built to be worth $35,000 one day. I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You are way out there. I will tell you this, and I actually started putting together a video almost a whole year ago, and I never made it. Maybe I should. But it was about how XRP will never be worth $35,000 unless you're talking about hyperinflation coming. But in terms of purchasing power of the dollar today in today's dollar, no, it's never going to hit it. There's not enough money on the planet to bid it up that high. And I feel as close to 100% confident as that as I could possibly be. I'm not literally 100% sure about pretty much anything in life, but I'm about as close to that as I can be. Maybe I should make that video. I actually still have the research that I did. I just didn't quite finish it. But that doesn't mean that XRP can't be worth a crazy amount. It could be worth way more. I don't know what that means. I don't think it's crazy to think that XRP, if widely globally adopted, could be at least in the hundreds of dollars. You know, maybe it does go higher than that. But some of the expectations and thoughts on that, to me, it just goes a little bit too much. So if you're one of those people, no disrespect, but we can just respectfully disagree here. But I will tell you, if you're talking about inflation, yeah, like what's the purchasing power of the dollar? Okay, then we're talking about something different. That would certainly change everything. So Jeremy Hogan, who runs, of course, the very popular YouTube channel Legal Briefs, is making a very solid point on that. Now here's a comment from XRP community member Frecky, who has been in crypto and since 2011. That's when he first bought Bitcoin. And he also happens to have a financial background. And he responded with this. He wrote, "Yes, when, not if. The true unknown is timing. Hashtag XRP." Yeah, and I tend to think along the same lines. And so I have said actually on this channel before, it's more like for me, it's more a when question, not if, which is why I patiently hold. And I don't get frustrated or impatient. I really don't. I don't care. I'm just going to sit here and wait. Like I'm getting paid, the way I look at it, I'm getting paid to sit here and do nothing, but just holding XRP. And so not that I literally know, I don't mean literally that I know for sure it's happening, but yes, to me, it's more of a win rather than if. And then there was this from somebody on Twitter who goes by XRP T-Bone. That's a good name. I like that. XRP T-Bone wrote the following: "Why the hell not when it'll be the only one with clarity and huge funds are inching to get in. Just wait on clarity and XRP will be the only one. Surpass Bitcoin in market cap. I think so, being that it was way more utility than Bitcoin will ever have." Yeah, so a number of things. In terms of way more utility than Bitcoin will ever have, at this point, I think that's probably true. I mean, unless some magical stuff happens with Bitcoin and Lightning Network works out and it's widely adopted, okay, then maybe. Right now, XRP is absolutely killing Bitcoin in terms of real world utility. That's just a fact of life. It's not me hating on Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. I hope it doesn't go the way of the dodo, my favorite extinct avian creature, but XRP is squashing it. And so in a mature market where that matters, it is possible that Bitcoin can be dethroned. Bitcoin might become an altcoin in the future. Why the hell not? If it's not solving the biggest problem out there that can be solved with cryptocurrencies, why would it ever deserve to be number one? Just because it was the first? Well, maybe, but I'm highly skeptical of that viewpoint. Given enough time, I don't think that it's going to be number one forever. It'll be a big day when that changes. Maybe Ethereum flips it, maybe XRP, maybe some other coin that doesn't even exist yet will flip it. I don't know. We'll see here. But it's going to take time. Now, as far as, excuse me, sorry guys. Let me just take a sip here. Apologize. As far as clarity regarding the SEC versus Ripple case, look, I won't be surprised if we see a huge run on XRP and probably followed by a massive retrace at some point anyway. I won't be surprised if that happens if we get to the news that we've all been hoping for, that the case is either settled or full adjudication in favor of Ripple and XRP holders. Yeah. I could see that, but don't forget, most trading for XRP happens, like 95% of it, I believe, is outside of the United States, and there are all sorts of other developers building on top of the ledger. XRP is arguably the best crypto on the planet for payments. So even if Ripple didn't exist, I think there's a strong case to be made that XRP would be just fine anyway. I do think there's a strong case for that at this point in XRP's evolution, and it would be less certain. I go back 5, 6, 7 years. The further you go back in time, the harder that case might be to make, especially in the earliest days of crypto. But I think it's becoming a lot easier with tons of developers building on top of the XRP ledger, XRP actually getting used. And as John Deaton's pointed out, over half of XRP, first-time XRP holders don't even know that Ripple exists. Think about that. So the point's not lost to me. I think XRP T-Bone was making a perfectly reasonable point here. I just thought I'd share my additional thoughts on it. And then there was this from Crypto Steve, PhD, who wrote, "Why not? All-time high is $3.80 in 2018. If it had kept up with its Ethereum ratio, which is halted by lawsuit, it would be over $10 today." And it's possible. Look, I think, like I said, XRP price, it's suppressed. Would it be over $10 today? I don't know, because historically XRP lags behind, maybe. I kind of would, if I had to guess, I'd say no. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll never know, because that line of reality never happened. But in terms of, like, think about this. I mean, XRP, in terms of market cap, peaked out at basically the same, just about the same level as Ethereum back in late 2017, early 2018. They hit the same levels, just not exactly at the same time. And so I won't be surprised to see that type of rivalry continue in the future. And then there's this from Lion of Lions, who wrote, $10 is barely 2x past its all-time high. Definitely believe at least $10 to $15. Yeah, and so the question is, what market cycle? Because I'll say this, in terms of what might be probable this market cycle, and I'll talk about market cap in a second here, because it is worth considering, actually. And I'll explain why I say that. But $10 XRP, this market cycle, based on how high Bitcoin's already gone, that seems like a no-brainer to think that's a reasonable expectation. And, I'll talk to, like I said, just give me a minute and I'll get into market cap. I want to cover, I think there's another comment I'm going to share anyway, that speaks about that, and then I'll share my thoughts on it at the time. But yeah, you're talking about twofold from where it was. Like, at its all-time high last cycle, that's not insane, folks. And this stuff, I know it always seems impossible, because you feel beaten down and impatient. Oh my God, it's been so long and no all-time high. I understand. But then out of nowhere, and you don't control this, and neither do I, it just happens. And either you have exposure when that happens or you don't. And so I have my exposure to XRP. Bank Bruce Lee wrote, "That's like $2 trillion market cap, yeah? I'd say possible. We're still very early." Well, I actually crunched the numbers before recording this. Now, so a $10 XRP, at $10, XRP only has a $470 billion market cap. $470 billion. So think about this. Here's a live coin watch again. Today, XRP has a $38 billion market cap, which is tiny in comparison. But even so, and this shows you how early we are, it's still number 4 in market cap, even with that tiny market cap of $38 billion. But Ethereum today is at $340 billion, and it has been over $500 million when it was at its all-time high. So you're talking about XRP hitting $10. That's not even matching Ethereum's all-time high in terms of market cap. That's not even matching it. It's relatively close, but it's not even matching it yet. And Bitcoin's been worth, it's worth over $1 trillion. I can't remember exactly what it got to, 1.1, 1.3 trillion, whatever it was. It got way, way up there. And so if you're talking about $35 XRP, well, okay, here's the thing about that. I'm not saying it can't happen. I think it's reasonable to suspect that it could, especially as more money flows in to crypto in general and prices get bid up. But understand that is a $1.64 trillion market cap. And I've been saying since before the entire crypto asset class itself even hit $1 trillion. I was saying back when crypto market cap for the entire asset class was like 150 billion on this channel, I've been saying that eventually it'll be a multi-trillion-dollar asset class, and that has come to pass. I think we'll have individual coins with multi-trillion-dollar market cap. So those coins that solve real problems for real people, yeah, of course, you could certainly see that. But when? Well, think about this. So again, Bitcoin got up to, like, what I say, whatever it was, 1.1, 1.3 trillion. It was somewhere in the neighborhood there. Well, XRP hitting 1.64 trillion, that's higher than what Bitcoin has ever hit. Doesn't mean that XRP can't do that. But when would that happen? Well, I would argue this market cycle, unless Bitcoin's going to hit another all-time high, it's not in the cards this market cycle, because understand the way the market works. Money flows into Bitcoin first, generally speaking, and then it trickles down to all the other altcoins. So you would always expect, until that dynamic changes, for XRP and other altcoins to have lower market caps than Bitcoin until that dynamic changes, which, like as I said earlier, it can change. But as a result, if Bitcoin's not going to go on another run, if its all-time high is in this market cycle, then I don't think you're going to see $35 XRP this market cycle. That's just my for fun guess. But if Bitcoin does run higher, what if Bitcoin's worth 2 trillion or even more? What if it does run up to some of those crazy numbers that some people are expecting and they're propagating those ideas? What if it does? well, then maybe $20, $30, $35 XRP might be in the cards. Although if that's the tip, understand that's going to be really short-lived, and then it's going to retrace like a mofo, my friends. Like if you were here in early 2018, you saw what happened when XRP after it hit its top. It did start tumbling, but every coin did. You know, that's not unique to XRP. They all did. And that's why I'm going to, you know, just like a dollar cost average in, I'm going to reduce my exposure to XRP, let's say, as the time passes, right? But anyway, so then there was this from a community member named Ben who wrote, if $35 is illogical for you at this point, take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum had tagged 3x of their 2017 to 2018 all-time high. So it's logical if XRP could tag $10 since it's about 3x of the 2017-2018 all-time high. After reaching $10, move to next logic. If XRP could reach $10 from this point below $1, why not 30? Yeah, and I think it's a reasonable position. So none of us know what's going to happen, and that's why I'm not so bold as to make an actual prediction. But in terms of could this type of stuff happen? Yeah, I just don't talk about it terribly frequently, which is why I thought it'd be fun to make a video talking about this stuff again, especially since this post from Red asking, do you think this is reasonable, possible? It got so much attention, and it is fun to talk about and think about from time to time. Like if I was sitting with everybody listening, like you just listening to this video, if I were sitting down with you on a patio having an adult beverage, perhaps a beer or a mixed cocktail, it would be fun to talk about this stuff and just get perspectives from other people. I always find this interesting. Because look, I'm like you. I've got money in XRP. It is I've publicly stated many times it's my largest crypto holding, so it better do well, damn it. But no, I've only invested what I'm willing to lose in case I'm actually wrong and way missing the mark on this, which could be the case, I guess. But I could not be more confident for the future of XRP. I'm just going to sit here and patiently wait. Don't bother me one single little baby boo bit. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm going to wrap up here, but man, the future, as far as I'm concerned, looking bright, and I can't wait to make the, as soon as XRP hit its all-time high when it enters price discovery, I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to making a video covering that. All good things in time, my friends. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.